Good morning, welcome to day 69 of your daily wellness, and today we are doing this pose that I can neither pronounce nor do. So we're going to do some variations of this pose, leading into it if you want to, if you have the ability. I'll show you how, but I won't be able to actually do it with you. So yeah, we'll do some variations so we can still get the benefits of the pose, of the hip opening, maybe a little bit of balance in there, without having to actually worry about getting the exact same shape on the picture. So like always, settling in, but maybe taking a moment to already begin to open the hips by just separating the feet out a little wider. And maybe really want to use your block or your book or your blanket here to help you lift up, to help you get the knees nice and wide and just start to feel that little bit of opening. We're not fully stretching or anything, just a little bit more open than normal. Spine is long. Focus on your breath. Like always, connecting to this moment, letting the rest of it drift away. Listen to the sound of your breath. Connect with the rhythm of your breath. Feel your shoulders melting away from your ears. Feel the frown lines melt away from the forehead. And start to imagine that you can feel the hips, the stretch reflex here, just kind of letting go a little bit. Your body's just releasing, preparing us. From here, we're actually going to come straight down onto your back. So take a moment to find some alignment through the spine. Bring the shoulder blades together so we're nice and long. Lift up through the knees, hug them in, but keep the shoulders down. And then try and lengthen the lower back down into the mat. So while we squeeze the knees in, try and lengthen the tailbone down. So usually what will happen is we'll squeeze in and the tailbone will lift. We'll pull the tailbone down and the knees will go away. So it's kind of that to and fro, trying to find the middle point where we can keep the tailbone down and the knees pulled in. Belly button is in and up to give us space. And elbows are kind of coming out a little wider, so a bit more active through the chest and shoulders, giving us a little bit of space through here as well, rather than sort of squeezing everything in. Take a hand to each knee and draw some circles through the hips. Again, just warming up the hips and the lower back. And take it in the opposite direction. And then we're going to place the left foot on the floor. Take the hands behind the right thigh. Gently pull in and out to the side. Keep the left hip grounded down and bring the sole of the foot to the sky as if we're coming towards a happy baby. Rotate through the ankle and the other way. And then we're going to come towards half happy baby. So take the right hand, either 2 fingers around the big toe. Take the hands around the outside of the foot or to the inside of the foot. It's really up to you. Try and keep this left leg stable. So we're grounding down through the foot. And we're going to start to lengthen a little and then bend. Just slowly, so we're not pushing through the stretch. We're just starting to open up through the hamstring, through the hip, because we're still kind of coming out to the side. So we're not full stretching. Just waking up the hip. Finding some stillness in your half happy baby. Take the left leg out long and just feel that opening through the back of the hamstring and into the glute. Breathe deep into the belly. Feel the compression as you inhale, feel the release as you exhale. Again, imagine that you can just feel the hips, the stretch reflex just relaxing with each exhale. One more breath. Allow the right foot to come in. Place the left foot back on the mat, cross the right ankle over. So opening the hips on a slightly different plane. Either feeling it here, we can put a block under the foot or come up onto the toes, or take a hold of the left thigh and pull in. Unwind, take the right foot down, hug the left knee in, hands on the thighs as we bring the sole of the foot to the ceiling and take it just out to the side. This right leg's going to want to waver around a little bit. Just keep reminding yourself and bringing it in. It will go and then you have to remember. And then we're going to come towards our half happy baby, left hand, either taking the big toe outside or inside. And then just a little bit of a straight and bend. Not necessarily to full extension, we're just starting to wake up the muscles just to lengthen them up a little bit. And then find some stillness and take the right leg away. Take a moment to breathe into the stretch, feel the compression as you inhale, feel that relaxation as you exhale. Gently releasing off. Plant the right foot, take the left ankle across, open up. So either coming up onto the toes, onto a block, or reaching through and pulling in from the right thigh. And gently release it off. Take a hold either of the back of the thighs or reach through to the feet and take a little roll up and down your spine. Until you come up to seated. And then from there we're going to take it straight over onto all fours. So spread the fingers, pressing into the back of every knuckle. Take a few rounds of cat-cow as you inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, lift from the belly button. Again. One more. From here, we're going to take the hands a little further forward and come into our pigeon pose. So take the left knee towards the left wrist. Take the foot somewhere between parallel and straight back. You'll find what position works for you as we send the opposite foot back. Scoop your tailbone under, lift and lengthen through the chest. And then on your next breath, exhale over. Take a moment to surrender, feeling that big stretch through the left glute. Lengthening back through the right leg, so actively reaching back and then surrender down. slowly use the hands to bring yourself back up. Slide the left knee back. Take the right foot forwards. Taking the foot somewhere between parallel and all the way in the center line. Slide the left leg back, lengthen back, lift up, open the chest. And then as you exhale, fold over. Reaching the left leg back and then relaxing. Use the hands to support as you bring yourself back up, and we come back to seated. So doing our nice fun butt balance now. Start to lean back. So we need this nice straight spine. The chin is tucked. Walk it back until you feel the point where you want to lift up. And if you're struggling with that today, we can just lift up one leg then the other. And don't be afraid if you roll all the way back. There's no problem with that. That's what your mat's there for. Good, so lengthen up. If you have the legs lifted, take them out. You can hold here on the back of the thighs, or we can take the hands out. Focus, core in, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the feet down, hip distance apart. Slide the body up and over. Surrender. Okay, so for the full pose today, you basically would be putting your legs behind your head in a balance. So hands holding, but legs way up here. Most of us aren't going to get our legs behind our head, but we can have a go and see how far we get and feel silly, like being children again. And then we can use the floor to support us as we come into a similar shape, but with a bit more grounding. So, everybody, let's do this together. It'll be a bit humbling. Take your left foot, and we're going to thread the arm underneath and take a hold of the foot. And maybe you're already feeling stretched. Right leg can do whatever you need it to do from here. And we're just going to start to lift and try and bring the shoulder underneath the knee. Maybe you get there, maybe you don't. Maybe already this is like, no way. If you're there, you can start to see how close you can get to getting the leg behind your head. See, this is as close as I'm getting. Fine. Scylla, I imagine you got that one. For everyone else, let's try the other side and let's see how far, how different it is on the other side. So taking the hand underneath, start to lift up and try and get the shoulder underneath the knee. With the shoulder underneath the knee, let's see if we can start to work it to the back of the head. Again, this is not happening for me. This is not where I'm at. And when you've had enough of a practice of that, if you're there, brilliant, you can try and get both there together. Otherwise, what we're going to do is a kind of alternative. We're going to take the legs out into this almost like a diamond shape. Lengthen through your spine. Take the flesh away from your sit bones or sit up on a blanket. For us, bring the hands down in between. You can bring the feet in a bit more. Kind of, you'll work out a way that feels good for you. We're going to start to walk the hands through. And maybe this is as close as you get to the pose today. Try and bring the feet a little closer together. Ideally what we're trying to do is thread the arms right through. Obviously they'll only go so far today. And then relax. So allowing the hips to open. Maybe we reach through a little further. We see if we can get the hands through a little further. There is the pose of this where it's not a balance, where you do this and basically get your chest on the floor, which is the same as that, but on the floor. Again, that's not in my practice and probably never will be. When you feel like you've had enough, use your hands to support to bring it in. And what we're actually going to do is take the feet underneath us. So imagine that you're kneeling. If you're not into kneeling, that's fine. Just do it for 1 second and then we take the weight to one side. You can use your hands to support, trying to lengthen up. And then we take it across through kneeling again and allow the weight to drop to the other side. Use your hands for support. And then you can sit however's comfortable for you today. Surrender down into the floor, whichever seated position, or lying down, or whatever you want. Take a moment to do what you feel you need. As we take a few more breaths, feeling the belly expand and contract, feeling the chest expand and contract, hearing the sound of your breath. Notice how you feel. So now is a good time to carry on and practice if you want to, or practice again. Otherwise, let's have a look at what we've got for tomorrow. Amazing. So real contrast to today. Tomorrow we have mountain pose. So basically standing pose, or Tadasana. Really, really basic. We're not going to use much space tomorrow. We're literally just going to focus on grounding down, growing tall, and taking a moment to notice what that alignment feels in the body, in the spine. So yeah, you don't need much space or anything tomorrow. You don't even need to wear your fancy yoga clothes. You can do it in whatever you want, wherever you want, however you want. So thank you for joining me today. Namaste. And I'll see you again tomorrow for your next dose of daily wellness.